Enshrouded is an open-world survival crafting RPG released in early access January 2024 for Xbox Series X and S, PS5, and PC. It will have a full release in 2025, with my luck, probably right after I upload this video. I received a key for this game on Keymailer, but had been playing it through my Steam family library for a while. I also streamed it on Twitch when there were drops, so follow me on Twitch to watch my streams if there are drops in the future. Developers, thank you for a key. The story is set in Embervale, a post-apocalyptic region where humanity has died out. A dangerous fog called the Shroud has taken over the land, killing off and mutating anything that enters it. You play as a Flameborn, a human born from the flames that has a natural immunity to the Shroud. You wake up in a pod in a vault meant to keep people asleep but alive. It is up to you to bring back the human souls that are still around and fight back against the Shroud. You can customize your character when you start, but you will start out with basically nothing. Anything and everything you use will most likely need to be crafted by hand to make progress. Materials for crafting can be gathered, which include twigs, plant fibers, rocks, etc. Initially, you can craft some makeshift items and a workbench, which will let you make better items. There are some craftspeople that can help you make better items. The first few are in different vault pods, similar to the one that you came out of, and you need to track them down. Others are souls left on their dead bodies, but you can collect them to bring them back to life. NPCs can be summoned in any area that you have claimed as your base with the flame altar, which keeps the Shroud from invading. Before they will help you, they need shelter with a bed. You can make a base almost anywhere in the game, except the Shroud and some key locations. When you craft a flame altar, it will tell you if it can be placed down or not. You can upgrade your flame level at the altar, which allows you to place down more altars and spend more time in the Shroud before dying. There are a massive amount of abandoned and dilapidated buildings that you can take over and rebuild on, if you want to go that route. I found Glenvale's End and chose that as my main base, and I've been rebuilding it with my friend. You can decide where to place the NPCs and put their beds, along with how far they can wander from that point. By doing this, I've managed to turn it into a town with NPCs in their respective rooms and workshops. There are tons of options for crafting, such as the building blocks and decorations. The more quests you do, the more options you will have as you retrieve certain items that will help the NPCs make better stuff. Most of your quests revolve around looking for something based on a tip someone gave you. You really have to work for what you can unlock, but it makes it feel worth it when you finally get it. In addition to human NPCs, you can tame and catch certain animals. These are the passive animals, such as the goats, the rabbits, the deer, etc. Some quests will also allow you to find and bring back dogs and/or cats. You'll need to make bait for them and can feed them, but so far it looks like they don't die if you don't fill their food bowl. Gardening is also available to grow your own crops for food and/or materials. Even though you can create your own safe haven, the rest of the world is very dangerous. Outside of the Shroud are enemies that will attack you just for looking at them the wrong way. Oftentimes, their camps will have a valuable item within them, so you need to infiltrate it to retrieve it. Enemies vary from biome to biome, with different ones appearing in different areas. There is a wide variety of biomes, like the grasslands you start in, forests, swamps, deserts, etc. It can be hard to get around sometimes, so you'll need a grappling hook and glider to help. You could also just dig a tunnel straight through the mountain like I do, when I don't feel like finding the right way to go. Luckily, each biome has an ancient flame spire, which is a dungeon you need to go through to unlock the fast travel at the top. There are a large number of dungeons to explore with puzzles to solve. Again, most of the time I didn't feel like solving puzzles to find the right way to go and would just attack the locked door with my pickaxe until it broke open, which worked for most of them. It took a while, but I eventually got through. The Shroud is the most dangerous area in the game. You can survive in it for a set amount of time before dying, which can be expanded by leveling up and upgrading your flame altars. A lot of aggressive enemies thrive here, including mutated living creatures. Abandoned towns and houses can be found here, along with safe-ish areas called elixir wells. These have a flame sanctum that will reset your Shroud timer, and at the bottom will be an enemy called a Shroud Root. Defeating these will make the fog around the general vicinity dissipate, making it safe to fast travel away from. There are a number of weapons to use, including melee weapons, ranged weapons, and magic. You can wield any of them, but have a skill tree to help you become proficient in whatever class you're aiming for. You can gain new abilities like double jumping, blinking, and more time to stay in the shroud. Most of the lore and background information on the main story is on papers or scrolls found throughout the lands. These are marked with a red glow and can give information on a new quest to start or continue an existing one. The biggest aspect of this game is the multiplayer. Up to 16 people can play on a world at a time, although I've only played with a max of 4 people. You share quests and experience and can gift items to each other. When I first played the game, it felt very lonely by myself, so I like having someone else to play with. It also makes rebuilding things a lot easier. Having another player means that if they reach an area that is hard for you to get to, they can place down a flame altar to let you fast travel right to them. Each of us specializes in different skills, which makes fighting strong enemies kind of a breeze. It's also helpful to have someone revive you when you die instead of going all the way back to whatever checkpoint you hit last. I really like crafting survival games, and most of the time my only issue is that the world feels too lonely. Enshrouded has similar world building and pre-existing buildings to 7 Days to Die, but in 7 Days to Die, the only NPCs are the traders. You can rebuild a whole city, but there's no one to fill them up. Dragon Quest Builders 2 fixed that, where you can get a lot of NPCs to join your bases, but they will only live in predetermined areas. Even if you fix up a town away from your base, no one will live there. I wanted an option to build multiple towns and have NPCs live in any of them. Enshrouded does just this, since you can summon and place NPCs wherever you want. Right now I have 14 survivors, and I know there are more. It still has a post-apocalyptic feel since most of humanity is dead, but it feels more worth it to rebuild large areas. I would describe this game as Dark Souls meets 7 Days to Die. The world, lore, and enemies are similar to Dark Souls, and the main gameplay is like 7 Days to Die. The only problems I've had with Enshrouded is loading and graphics takes a while even if I'm actively playing, and it also has a habit of kicking out my friends sometimes, along with giving one of them the screen of death. We get lag every so often, which can lead to our characters getting teleported and killed while gliding or running. Despite that, I absolutely love this game. It has everything I love about crafting survival games and makes it feel homey. Right now, there are some off-limit areas that will be available when it fully releases, and I am excited to explore them. I get sidetracked a lot because I'll be heading somewhere, then see a cool-looking building to the side and go check it out before going back to my main objective. I have fun adventuring or just fixing up the town my base is in. Right now, I prefer it since 7 Days to Die doesn't have a solid storyline or NPCs to interact with besides the traders. Sandbox games are fun, but I thrive on story in games. It's $30 on Steam right now. I usually see it on sale for $23.99, and I really do recommend it. If you're debating between this and 7 Days to Die, this one will satisfy you better. If you like Dark Souls, you'll love the world and lore. Even if you love Dragon Quest Builders, you'll most likely enjoy this one a lot as well. This is an early access game, but it has so much to offer and will only get better from here. Thank you for watching the video. Leave a like if you liked it, subscribe if you want to see more content, comment if you have made, or if you've played this game, where is your main base? There we go. I have a Twitch that I stream on. I stream Enshrouded. I've done it a few times. I did it for drops. I'm having trouble talking right now. I have a Redbubble. I have a Patreon. I have a demo for my game. Everything is in the description box below. And yeah, thank you for watching.